It's time to take a look at the weekend ahead with your Mason City Toros. The Toros are set to hit the road this weekend as they head south to take on the St. Louis Junior Blues for a two-game matchup on Saturday and Sunday. But before we prep before the weekend ahead, let's take a quick look back at the weekend that was. Last weekend, the Toros were nothing short of electric, completing a weekend sweep in the Minnesota Wilderness. Mason City's offense was firing on all cylinders, pouring in 13 goals across the two games and showing just how dangerous this group can be when they're rolling. It was a complete team effort, speed through the neutral zone, pressure on the forecheck, and a relentless attack that kept the Wilderness on their heels all weekend long. Mason City's own Kellen Cantera stayed red hot on the weekend, scoring 3 goals and 3 assists for 6 points on the weekend and earning the NAHL Western Division Star of the Week. Luke Gustafson's 3-game point streak continued as he scored 2 goals and 4 assists on the weekend for 6 overall points and continues to be your Toros' top goal scorer with 14 goals and 22 assists and 36 points, leading all Mason City Toros players. Now with momentum on their side, the Toros turn their attention to the road. We sat down with Luke Gustafson ahead of this weekend's matchup with St. Louis. Here's what he had to say. Hey, what's going on, Toros fans? We're joined here today with Luke Gustafson. First off, congratulations on that weekend sweep. How good did those wins feel for you and the group?
Thank you, Tom. It was great, especially starting the new year off right. Anytime you can score 13 goals in a weekend, it's great. Obviously, there's a couple things that we need to clean up, but we'll take the 4 points and keep going in the West Division.
You had a 6-point weekend, 2 goals and 4 assists over the weekend. When you think back on those goals, what stands out to you, or what do you remember about those goals?
I think both the goals were hard-working goals. I think the first one on Friday night, Plaga made a great play on the wall and got to the middle of the ice and fired it home. And then this first goal on Saturday, Ertl made a great play up the ice, threw the puck out in front, and then was able to tap it home. So it was good. 2 good goals.
Fans might be astonished to know you've got points in 11 of the last 12 games, 5 goals, 16 assists. You're averaging over a point a game. What's been the key to your success this season?
I think just working hard and being consistent. I think, maybe didn't get the bounces so far at the beginning of the year. And then obviously now, you put in the hard work in the beginning of the year, and obviously the results have been showing on the score sheet. But I think that also attributes to the work that we've done as a team, especially playing with, Christian and TJ. I mean, we've been really good together the last couple games, and hopefully we can keep it going.
Next up is a road trip this weekend to St. Louis. What do you guys know about the St. Louis squad, and what are you going to do to secure that weekend sweep?
They're another high offensive team. I think, they've not been great as of lately. I think they've lost their last 5 games. But I mean, that being said, you still have to take it. I mean, that's 4 huge points, especially where we are in the standings. 1 point out of 3rd against Alexandria. So, and I think with them upcoming the following weekend, I think it's another super important weekend out of division.
With you guys getting close to the end of the season, how close are you guys watching the standings, or is it just one game at a time?
I think, well, you obviously are paying attention. You want to see what other teams are doing. But I think when you just take it one game at a time, and just seeing how you do each and every night, it's obviously going to lead to, I would say we view it quite often as a group. I mean, it's important to know where you are, and it's extremely important to know where other teams are so that you can game plan accordingly.
Growing up in San Jose, did you get a chance to attend any Sharks games, and do you have any special memories that stand out?
All the time. I think there's 3 games that I've been to. I think the first one that stands out was the Stadium Series in 2014. One of the first outdoor games in California. That was super important. I think the Stanley Cup in 2016, Game 3, where Jonas Donskoy scored the overtime winner, and then 2019 Game 7 against Vegas, where they came back down for 3-0 and won in overtime, was something that I'll never forget.
That was definitely one of those years. I was rooting San Jose on, wanted to see them win the whole thing. All right, so as we talk about this weekend, it's prediction time. Who's lighting the lamp first on Saturday night?
Gosh. I think that TJ will score the first goal. I think TJ will score the first goal on Saturday night.
So definitely a good pick. Last year we took St. Louis on in our building. Game 2, if you guys remember last year, a little fireworks. We had a fight with Stone and Weston last year. We'll see if any of that spills over. Start times are as follows. Saturday's matchup is set for 5:45 p.m. tilt from St. Louis with a Sunday matinee of 12 p.m. You can catch all the action on NAHLtv.com. Just head on over, select the NA3HL channel, select your favorite team, the Mason City Toros, and get ready to enjoy Toros hockey all weekend long. Don't forget that NHL TV can be streamed on any smart TV device, phone, or tablet. You can also follow along the scoring at NA3HL.com or on the NA3HL app. Until next time, this is Tom Larson, your voice of the Mason City Toros, and this has been The Weekend Ahead.